Welcome to Coach Hayes Football and the Team. That's right. If you're here, that means you want to become a team member, and here's how you do it. Simply join up. There are 3 tiers. The first tier is the player tier. On this tier, you get to use special emojis as well as you will get member shoutouts. The second tier is the coach tier. Now, here's where you get prioritized in the comment section on live streams, discounted merchandise. You also will receive access to early videos and private videos. The third tier is the coordinators tier. This tier right here is where it gets really exciting. You get to skip the phone lines and be next automatically. Also, you can join me on the screen, right, during the live streams. You get to come on the screen and talk your talk. Also, we'll be watching some games together. So you'll get specialized and private links in order to watch the games with Coach live. Just a quick note, the higher the tier, you also get the perks that go below it. That's really exciting. So not only that you get the perks for that tier, but you get the ones that follow underneath as well. So don't hesitate. Go ahead, hit that join button, become part of the team with Coach Hayes, and become a player, coach, or coordinator. And I'm telling you, we're going to have a great time this season.
Welcome to Coach Hayes Football Live. He can talk about anything from high school to the pros. This guy knows the game, so you better not be half-stepping.
I can guarantee you most of the audience is going to agree with me before they agree with you.
Strap in, because Coach Hayes is about to
Crack your cranium and fertilize your brain. Go ahead and right here, right now.
subscribe now and check out CoachHayesFootball.com.
Well, what's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to Prime Time Talk 21. Let me know everything looks good, sounds good. Give me a thumbs up in the building. I got my Colorado Colt shirt on, baby. L&V in the building already with the thumbs up. Come on, man. That's what I'm talking about. T. Hines in the building. That's what I'm talking about. It's all about the you. Y'all see it back there. Anyway, let's get this thing rocking, man. We got a lot to talk about real quick as people join on in. I am a little bit early today. I normally do these at 8 o'clock, but because we know Florida's playing Utah at 8 o'clock, I said, hey, I'm not going to compete with the first big game of the season. So guess what? We're going to start a little bit early. People can always check it out on the Rewatch Squad, and we can definitely make it happen. I do want to say this. As you saw at the very beginning of this, you just joined in right now, you can become a member of the team. All you got to do the join button right down below. The producer, L&V, will put in some special instructions for those Apple users out there. For some reason, Apple phones, iPhones, and Apple products don't work well with the YouTube app when it comes to joining. So you have to join through your Safari browser in order to join. So if you want to do that, you're more than welcome. Also, we will be watching the games live. We've been talking about that for some time now, and we got it working. We did it last week with the USC and the Notre Dame games last week, and it was flawless. We had flawless victory. We had it going on, and all the good things were happening there. So join us this week only. I'm opening it up to all members, and we're up to 42 members right now in this on this channel so far. So I'm opening it up this week just to all members as a way to kick this off. So tomorrow we will kick off, of course, the Miami game versus the Red Roosters. And then Saturday, we're going to kick it off at high noon with Colorado. So if you want to join, all you got to do is hit that join button and kick it off. Also, for those fantasy drafters out there, it's locked and it's closed, but we start tonight, and I got the Utah running back on my team. I don't know what y'all got, but I know what I got. Let's do a quick little roll call before we jump into this. Also, we're doing pregame, postgame shows. I got to go through that. We're doing pregame shows, all right, for Miami tomorrow. So I think that'll be at 6 o'clock because they'll kick off at 7. So we'll do a pregame show at 6. All right, we're going to watch the game, and then we're going to come back and do a postgame show. And then on Saturday, we'll do a pregame. We're going to watch the game, and then a postgame. So make sure if you become a member, check the community tab for those special links. All right, here we go. Roll call right quick in the building right here. Normal guy. That's what I'm talking about. First comment, first like, Coach. I appreciate it. Right here, Jay Singh, excuse me. Prime got them Seminoles burning his jerseys like Cap. Tough times. We're going to talk about that. I'm not really getting into a lot about the game because we're going to do it in the pregame show, but we will talk about some of the latest events that happened. We got old Peanut. Let me go ahead and slap him in the face right now. Because you put lipstick on a pig, it's still a pig. Whatever. All right, A63 Kane in the building, VLC in the building, Mr. Overdose. Good evening. Let the hate begin. Oh, my goodness. You must have read my last shirt. OG Kane in the building. Yes, sir. Let me go through this quickly. I got Ellen already, the producer, T. Hines, the producer. I'm trying to go through some of these. Chris, appreciate you. Run the table, Sports TV, appreciate it. Rob the Man Media, baby. Please say the baby. Please say the baby. Huh? If you don't say the baby, it don't count. That's what I'm talking about. We got some new faces in the place. Let me see. I'm trying to go through some of these. I'm trying not to go too fast. I got to give I got to give the members love first right there. So if you see that little symbol right there, that means they are a member. All right. Or if you see it green in the chat, they are a member. Shad in the building. Let me see here. Al Love, what's up? Boy, we had a good time the other day. Huh? Big shout out. Who was I talking to, man? Speaking of the Colorado cult, welcome to the dark side. Welcome to the dark side, Al. I knew you was going to come to the dark side, baby. I knew you was coming to the dark side. Huh? That's what I'm talking about. Nah, see, A63, you missing it. You missing it. It ain't. you missing the message, dog. You missing the message. Who are we talking about, Rob? Oh, Miss Ryan Nicole. Yeah. There's no training camp. Ryan Nicole start next week. If you're late, you owe me 20 up downs, if you know what I'm saying. So don't be late. Butterfly in the building, 88. There she is. All right. Studio One. There you go. Did you see Ebron one of them shirts? Because he ain't a Kane fan. I am the president of the Colorado Cult. Miss Ryan Nicole is the director of personnel for the SCs. I'll leave it like that. We call them the SCs. And we'll go from there. We don't want to turn this into a nice show. But let's go ahead and get this thing started, man. And let me get my rant on. Let's go ahead and talk about Colorado. Apparently, they've been coming for the longest, and finally they have arrived. They should be or on the way to Dallas-Fort Worth for the game. And it's going to be a big one. I don't care who you are. You're going to watch this just because of all of the hype that's been happening. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Everybody's going to watch this at least to the half to see what's going on. All right? And if it's close by any side, you're going to continue to watch, and that's what it is. You see them eyeballs to the side, Al. You see them. I'm watching too. I'm always in the bushes, Al. Always in the bushes. Reggie, what's up with you, baby? KC3 in the building. There we go. Look at these members popping in here. The juice popping in this joint, man. Come on, man. That's what I love about these members, boy. If it's green, mean go, baby. Green mean go. So anyway, so they should be in Dallas. They should definitely be there by now, if that's what it is. And get that going. First thing I want to talk about, somebody say YouTube takeover. Next Thursday, September 7th, is the YouTube takeover. Next Thursday, the 8-hour show. We do 8 hours straight on this channel. I don't get out this chair. All right? I do not get out this chair. Also, there's a poll at the top. It says, will the Colorado Buffaloes cover the 20.5 point line versus TCU? Meaning there's a line out there saying that TCU is favored by 20.5 points to win this game. Right now, the poll is sitting at 69% say yes and 70% say yes and 30% say no. So 30% of y'all haters out there. 30% haters out there. We only got 64 votes. We got 78 people. That means some people missing. All right. I'm sorry. I was trying to read something. Susie Pink, you finna get whooped in that fantasy. Let's talk about this. There's a couple of things that have happened to Colorado here in the past week that is, I hate to say it like this. I kind of knew these things were going to happen. And in the football world, we call these distractions. Now, most people don't think these are distractions, but they are. All right. One thing coaches are very careful about is how their team performs, how they try to silence the outside noise. And it's hard to do with the social media world there is today. Back in the day, it was newspaper clippings and so forth. And, you have to worry about everybody reading the newspaper, if you know what I mean. But today you have social media, so many outlets out here that are speaking, talking. Everybody has an opinion now, and they can say what they choose or type what they want to type. The ESPN reporter, starting off with Tom Londonbill, he comes out. He's an ESPN reporter. He comes out and says Colorado has the worst roster in college football. Well, Tom Londonbill, I'm going to have to slap your face. By no stretch of the imagination is this the worst roster in college football. It's definitely not the best, but it is definitely not the worst roster in college football. And those are the kind of things that become distractions. I know people will, oh, no, it's not. But yeah, because it gets hype, right? Clickbait and so forth and so on. Here's another thing about that, right? You can't prove that. So it just becomes words. And that's the biggest issue, right? There's no stat for the worst roster. So people just say what they choose to say. Oh, there go the director of the SCs. Ryan Nicole in the building. I knew you'd come on over to the dark side. I got your application. It's in the queue right now. It's about to get stamped up, but I've already approved it. You are the director of the SCs, if you understand what I'm saying. I'm going to leave it like that. Now, if you want to put your role out there, you're more than welcome. But welcome to the dark side. Anyway, also, Tyler Brown, we all know, has been deemed ineligible to play this season due to the transfer rule. NCAA comes out and says that. But here's what I love. Joe Klatt steps up in the media on a positive tip and blasts the NCAA. Former quarterback for Colorado, 3-year starter. And he does a great job blasting the NCAA. Now, I will say this. Because he's affiliated with a major network, you rarely hear about guys doing this. Now, maybe he had to get permission and they gave him to go ahead, like, hey, that'll get us a lot of likes or whatever. It is what it is. But I'm glad he did it. I'm glad he did that. He talked about hardships, mental hardships, whatever normally get passed, but he brought up a very good point. He said it all depends on the kind of lawyer you have. This is important. It all depends on the kind of lawyer you have, the way it's written, and who's going to fight it. And most time when you deal with the establishment, they don't want those fights. But if you are an easy target, they will target you. But if you come in with the Lincoln lawyer, they don't want that kind of smoke. They don't want none of that smoke. They want to be able to do those type of things, as all systems do, crush the little guy, and the guy with the most money gets through. And I thought he had a very interesting point. I'm glad he shed some light on that subject, because I don't think a lot of people understand that. A lot of people think, oh, you just fill this paperwork out. But if you type, or if you put in such and such Esquire behind it, probably has a little bit more weight to it than just Mr. or Mrs. such and such. And that right there is a big deal. Also, Danny Cannell speaks up. Former quarterback for the University of Florida Gators. Now I think he's an analyst, I think Fox or something like that. He speaks out on Coach Prime in the interview. Hey, and I'm gonna talk about this discussion, because when I open up the phone, I want you to call in. You can't tell me this dude is not calculated. Coach Prime is very calculated in the responses. And I'm giving him credit. I've always given him credit for this. He's not a dummy by no stretch of the imagination. Now, a lot of people will say why he did it, I don't know, but let me lay the story out. He was in the press conference. Apparently, there's a reporter who may have gone to the University of Miami, and we all know that Coach Prime has been bringing in high-profile guests to speak to the team. Warren Sapp, Michael Irvin, so forth and so on. But people realize a lot of these guys are Miami Hurricanes, right? Former Canes. And I haven't seen a lot of Florida State guys coming through there. I might be wrong. But I haven't seen a lot of Florida State guys coming through, but you've seen quite a few Canes come through the building. And so she says something to the effect, I'm going to paraphrase this. She says something like, hey, you got a lot of Canes coming through. I'm a Cane and you're a NOLE. Coach Prime, in the prime fashion that he is, with a prime response, says, hey, oh, what do you mean? Not a NOLE. They graduate from there. The people graduated from Talladega College. And we all know that he had to become, and I don't know if you all know this, but in order to be college coach, a full-time college coach, you have to have a college degree. You fall on the same standards as a professor at the university. I don't think they care what the degree is in, but you have to have a college degree. So therefore, that's why Coach Prime had to go get his degree from Talladega College in order to become the head coach at Jackson State. I just want people to understand that. And so for whatever reason, and I put a response on Twitter, Coach Prime said, oh, I'm not a NOLE. I thought it was where you graduated from. And I don't know. Somebody put in there, I don't know what the Talladega College mascot is. Somebody put that in there. I meant to look it up, but I missed it. He's not a NOLE. He's something else. Whatever that is. I hate to say this. I don't even think Coach Prime knows what the mascot is because he never mentioned it. He never said, I'm a whatever it is. So somebody, oh, I see you, Mac. Welcome to the dark side, Mac. I am your father. Appreciate it. Opal Locker 305 for the $5 super sticker. Thank you so much. Colorado juice biting. Colorado concoction. Anyway, somebody still has not put it up in the chat what the Talladega mascot is. Nobody knows. I don't think anybody knows what the mascot is for the Talladega College school is. But anyhow, he goes through tornado. Ryan Nicole says tornadoes. Okay, I'm gonna take you at your word. See, you're already on top of your game. Director of SC. If y'all want to know what that means, that stands for side chat. For side chat. She's the director of the side chat. But anyway, he said, I'm graduated from HBCU. Much love to him for that. Shout out to my Hampton Pirates, baby. Patch-eye, home by the sea. But I had a discussion with a coworker today about that, and he was a little upset because he didn't like the way Coach Prime did that. He said, if you don't like Florida State, then why he just didn't say it directly? Well, once you give direct information, people can come at you a little different. These are big institutions, and they can come out and say, hey, that's, slander or defamation of character, whatever the case may be. But back to Danny Cannell's comment was, it's funny how basically he said, I'm paraphrasing again. It's funny how this school, like Florida State, gave you a chance to become prime and this, that, and the other, and blah, blah, blah. And you could have answered the question differently. Coach Prime responds and says, hell, let me read this, man. Stop playing around. Be professional. Be professional. Let me read the tweet. So here's the tweet. So Danny Cannell says, wow, lack of respect for the school that gave him his start is wild. The same school that retired his jersey, the same school that let him be prime. There is a way to handle this. There's a way to handle this question, and this ain't it. Well, Coach Prime eloquently responds and says, my man, quite a few double negatives in here, but I get it, Coach. I'm with you. My man, ain't nobody let me be me. I was him and still is. Your jersey only get retired if you're a dog and one of the greatest ever, and I was. Ain't nobody give me nothing. I took it and earned it. Stay out of grown folks' business. You have no idea what is what. The truth hurts, my man. I got time. Well, Coach Prime, I don't know how much time you got because you got a big feat coming up here Saturday. But however, that was his response. And then I put my little 2 cents in and I said, well, you know, what I don't like about these type of things is these guys speak up when that happens. And I understand, you know, if you fall under the celebrity and the media, you're supposed to have a little bit more control about yourself and I guess professionalism. But, and again, I'm only speculating here. I don't know if Coach Prime was responding that way because of how maybe Florida State treated him in that whole hiring process. I don't know if he responded that way because the fans were actually burning his jerseys. I don't know what prompted him to respond that way, and that would be very interesting. But one thing I do know, it is calculated. And it's so vague, you really can't, you know, I get it. Strategically done, my brother. And so I say all that to say, I think Danny Cannell going to stay in his place and just talk about the games. Now, here's the backlash of that comment. I'll just say this. I know Coach Prime knows it. I'll tell you how calculated he is, but I'll just say it. To advisors, if you were an advisor of Coach Prime, you'd be like, Coach, well, you know, if you happen to drop an L on this game, people going to say that part where you say, I got time. You should have said, I don't have time because I got to go win this game and focus here. I don't have time to talk to people like that. But however, they're going to use that against you, my man. I'm telling you. They're going to take that piece and say, who should have been focusing on the game instead of your Twitter account. I don't care. I love it. I'm here for the fun. As you see, I'm part of the Colorado cult. Let's go, Buffs. But I'm just telling you, one thing I've realized about social media, you can't battle the world. Your face is up there, and you're talking to people that you don't even know exist. People hide behind it. They do it right here on this show. And I will say this, Ryan Nicole. I'm sorry, looking at the chat. I'm glad Coach Prime checked him and that lady. They be really trying him. I'm glad he checked the guy, but I don't really think that was geared towards that reporter. Let's call a spade here. I think that was fair by her. She was kind of trying to be lighthearted and saying, hey, you got Canes here because everybody knows that rivalry between Miami and Florida State. But I would have never have said Coach Prime was a Talladega tornado. I would always equate him or associate him with Florida State. Let's be real. I don't think anybody ever associated him with Talladega until this came out. And I think she asked a question and he pounced on it and took advantage of an opportunity to answer to some people he wanted to, but she opened the door and he ran straight through it. So I'm glad he straightened Danny Cannell. I have to be honest. I like trash talking. But I don't think he was aiming towards the young lady, the reporter. I think she opened the door. He kicked the door in. Because, like I said, I don't think there's anybody that would have ever said, Like if you say, Coach Prime, and you go pull up his thing, you're not gonna see Talladega. You're gonna see all the pictures of him in Florida State, and you know what I mean. And I know you understand that, but I was just saying. I digress. I apologize. Let me go back. Let me open up the phone lines and get ready to close this deal out. 862-799-9956. You're more than welcome to call on in. There's another touchy subject I want to talk about. Everybody knows on this channel that I've said that Colorado will go 6-6. That's my opinion. Just, that's how I feel. I've been called a hater for it, and I'm cool with that. But I do have to say the playmaker, Michael Irvin, who is his good friend, who is now a co-host on Undisputed with Skip Bayless, Keyshawn Johnson, and Richard Sherman. They were talking about this. And Michael Irvin said he believes in his first year that Coach Prime will win 5 to 6 games. He will win 5 to 6 games. And I do think that's a fair assessment. There's a lot of variables in this deal right now. A lot of variables in this deal. And I don't think a lot of people understand that, and that's okay. That's okay. If you want to say 10 wins, shout out to LT who said 9-3. I'm cool with that. No problem whatsoever. But I think 6 is fair. Is bowl eligible, a place they have not been. Hey, and I said clearly on this show. Let me get my Stephen A. on. I said clearly on this show, right here, this show. If Colorado goes to a bowl game and Miami does not go to a bowl game, I'm officially a Colorado Buffalo. I don't care what nobody says. If a guy can come in, gut the roster, come in, basically transfer portal you, and go to a bowl game, and my beloved Miami Hurricanes on year 2 of an $80 million coach can't win 6 ball games, the first 3 of the 4 are give-me's. Our first game is Miami, Ohio, Texas A&M, Bethune-Cookman, and Temple. We halfway there on 3 games. And you can't find a way to win 3 more games out of 8 games? Come on. I'm done with it. I'm just being honest. I've said that before. I'll say it again. If Colorado goes to a bowl game and my beloved Miami Hurricanes don't go to a bowl game, let's go bust. Now, y'all can say what y'all want to say, but I think that's like that's a winner's bet right there. I don't care what nobody say. I see you callers in the back. Appreciate it. Keep calling. I'm coming to you in a second. Al Love, he says 5 wins is realistic. Bowl bound first year would be impressive. I appreciate that, Al. Thank you, man. I ain't saying nothing about they had a better record. I'm just saying that if we sitting on the couch and they out there bowling, I don't care if they go to the toilet bowl and we had the crib bowl and we eating out the cereal bowl. I'm black and gold. Straight up. I'm black and gold. Come on, dog. Nah, coach, that ain't no real Kane fan, coach. You supposed to bleed that orange and green. Well, that orange and green better bleed orange and green. That's all I'm saying, bro. I'm with you, Hurricane. I'll get you. But I can't bleed more than they bleed. I got a degree from Hampton University, my beloved home by the sea. The boys out there got a degree. The head coach got a degree. He getting $80 million. And he can't give me 6 wins? Fly the plane. Fly the plane. And I love Cristobal. See, I'm a but y'all. You see, you ain't see it. 52 Biggie, Colorado Colt. I mean, I get where you're coming from, Hurricane, but come on, dog. I don't think that's too much to ask to go bowling, dog. I got Minnesota for the win. Anyway, let me finish up my points. Michael Irvin says 5 to 6 games first year. Another quick stat. Shout out to Footballville, put this out. If you bet $1,000 that Colorado wins the Natty, it pays $250,000. Now, I didn't check the math. I just saw my man Footballville Street and they'll put that out there, so I'm just reporting the news. That's a come up, boy. 1,000 get you 250,000. Woo-wee. And last but not least, let me go back to the spread. It's still 70-30, 122 votes. All that being said, they're saying the score prediction will be 40.8 to 8 points. TCU with the win. The over and under is 63.5. 63.5 points. Now, this is the part I don't understand. Their score prediction is 40, basically 41 points to 8 points. That makes 49. But they're saying 63.5, but they are saying take the under. They are saying take the under. I'm not saying they can win a Natty, but I'm just saying if you put a stack up and they win it, you get 250,000. Press your luck. Big bucks, no whammies. Big bucks, no whammies. 1,000 gets you 250,000 if they win the Natty. All right, I will say this before we get started. Like I said, if you want to join the team, you're more than welcome. Open up the phone lines, pop on in. We got quite a few people back here right now. If you want to join the team, hit the join button down there. We will be watching football games together in a secret room. Not on YouTube. It won't be on YouTube. All right. Also, man, Coach got products out here, man. Coach got coffee. Don't get it twisted. Smell good. Look at that right there. Timmy's Choice, baby. Look at that Timmy's Choice, a breakfast blend for my coffee lovers out there. You know what I'm saying? Don't get mad. We got the Insane Ibis right there for McCain fans in the building. Go check it out. The link is in the description. That caramel up in there. I had a cup this morning. Good to go. Also, we got that blue chip, baby. You know I be ranking these players on the blue chip, that Bally Blue. That's got a great taste to it. Beautiful smell. But last but not least, I didn't leave them Colorado fans out. Coach lay you to death. Right? We got that brazen Buffalo right there, baby. That's that dark blend. That's that strong coffee, the cowboy blend. You got to go and jump on that. The best part about it. Here's the best part about it. Free shipping. And if you're in the state of Florida, if your state doesn't have Florida on groceries, there's no taxes. So what you see is what you pay. Straight up. What you see is what you pay. There's no hidden fees. Shipping is already taken care of. But the taxes, it all depends on what state you're in. Florida, I know there's no taxes on groceries. What you see is what you pay. And boy, smell good, man. Best part of waking up, Coach Hayes in your cup. Here's also the best part. When you order it, they do not roast the beans until they ship it that day. They roast it that morning, ship it that afternoon. It's to you within 5 to 6 days. Fresh as you could be. Fresh as you can get it. It ain't like Dunkin' Donut coffee sitting on public shelf for 6-7 months. Brazen Buffalo, baby. Go get it. All right, let's get to this deal, man. Let's go ahead and talk to these folks. I got Chris Kane in the building. Chris Kane, talk to me, baby.
Yo, what up, Coach? What up? How you doing, man?
I'm good. It sounds like you on the Bluetooth, man. You on the Bluetooth?
Yeah, I got to connect it to my truck. Hold on real quick. Hold on.
Yeah. Guys, if you're guy, I'm just talking to people. If you call in on Bluetooth, it's very echoey and it bounces back and forth. Do me a favor, when you call in, jump off the Bluetooth or speakerphone, talk directly into it so it'll be real clear so everybody can hear you. Because remember, the computer's trying to compress. Coach? Man, that's beautiful right there. Talk to me.
All right, man. Yeah, man. Yo, I just got off work. Hey, listen, man. I just want to tell you, man. I became that member, man. I seen that night shift. I see what you was talking about, and sticking with it too. But I'm gonna leave it at that.
Hey, you see me stick. Hey, them night shifts, boy. Listen, if you're a member, you get access to the night shifts. Cause once I do them, they go into the member section. Ain't no rewatch squad on that unless you're a member. And we be in there sticking and rolling. I'm sticking and rolling. All right, go ahead.
Hey, you there with? We greasy. Anyway, yeah, coach is getting looser than false teeth after eating a taffy apple, boy. I'm telling you. But anyway, listen. The topic is basically, is he going to cover the spread with TCU and how he's going to do this year? Correct?
No, we just talking because we're gonna do a pregame show. We just talking about all of the events and the reporter that was hating and all that other stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what I found funny? I see two Hall of Famers that are Canes down there to support a NOLE. Why they not at our camp?
Excuse me, I must slap that face, Chris. Hold up. Because he's not a Seminole, as he said. He's a Talladega College Tornado.
Ah, you're right.
He clearly said that.
He's an HBCU graduate. You are right.
That's right.
Coach, you just got off work. You gotta forgive me, man.
Well, I just woke you up. Don't worry about it. Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
But listen, he ain't no NOLE. Yeah, but damn it, he got a doppelganger at Florida State there. But anyway, I feel like, you know what? Anything will be an improvement from what they've been doing. If this man goes 6-6 or whatever, even if he doesn't go, if he gets more than 3 or 4 wins in his first year, that's a hell of a step up. Because compared for the last 3 years, if he wins 3 games, he's put up more wins than they did in the last 3 years. He did it in one season. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's the case, but if that's the case, then cool, fine. It's his first year. Mm-hmm. But if he does go bowling, his first year, and he's going into these games and he's convinced, even if he's showing fight, even in the games that he may lose.
Right.
Even if he shows fight, if he lose by like maybe a touchdown, 10 points or something, maybe 3 points. Sometimes it comes down to that. But if he shows the fight for that Colorado Buffalo team, look here. Them big schools, them other big schools gonna be calling for his ass. I'm telling you, because now he set the bar. Because now everybody's gonna be tuned in on prime time. He talk all that yak. Let's see if he can bag it up.
I will say this, and I will say this to you real quickly, that you saw what Mel Tucker did, right? Mel Tucker had enough improvement. Of course, he had some ties to Michigan State, but he had enough improvement that said, dog, if you could turn that around, let's give you a chance. It was almost like James Franklin when he was at Vanderbilt, right? James Franklin didn't win it all at Vanderbilt, but he showed enough progress at a struggling program that it got him the Penn State job. And the same thing happened with Mel Tucker. Had enough W's at a program that was struggling so bad, Michigan State was willing to pull the trigger on him, So maybe that's all. Like, I know Coach Prime wants to win more games. Everybody in this chat, the sound of my voice, and everybody else want him to win more. I think we truly support him, and I get that. However, there are definitely some obstacles. There are definitely some barriers in front of him. He's got to either go over, under, or around them in order to do it, and those are not always easy tasks. And that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. Luckily he does have a transfer portal that he can pull multiple guys. Also, you got to remember that rule now changes because he's year 2. It's not unlimited anymore. Right. So it's a little bit different for him. Right. But go ahead. Yeah, finish out your piece, and I'm going to go ahead and get the push on.
Yeah, man. I ain't going to keep you long, Coach. I was just saying, like, as far as that, like, everywhere Deion has went, he's always been that person to talk that talk, but he also walked it too. You know what I'm saying? So don't think for one split second that, he's not going to show no improvement to these teams. To this team, like, who knows what he could do in his first year. Now some of these folks is like, oh, they're gonna go 12-0 and all this other kind of, like, come on now, we gotta be real now. Now I'm not saying he gonna blow it or crash the plane or nothing like that, but I mean, get a man some time. Like, he set the bar for himself, so he's putting it in excellence, and he's getting the kids, the young men. Shout out to my man Wholesome, that's going to be there at Colorado to project what he's trying to do, what he is doing. Not trying to, but what he is doing.
Mm-hmm.
But it ain't going to happen in just 1 year. I'm not saying they're going to go bad and all this other kind of stuff, but let's just be rational. Let's just bring the focus. Let's take it one game at a time. And I'm going to tell you right now, Coach, I'm with you on that Kane stuff to a certain extent. But I'm going to tell you right now, if them damn Buffaloes is over there and their asses is going bowling, and our Canes can't get on their damn field and get more than 6 wins, forget it, man. Some of that Kane stuff gonna have to go up. I ain't gonna be no fan of no other team now. But what I am gonna have to do, I'm gonna have to tell them what the hell is going on here.
I feel you, baby. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I'm here for it, man. I can't wait. All the speculating will be over. All of the, in the words of E. Brown, all of the bloviating and pontificating will be done. And guess what? We'll be able to
spell that, Coach. Can he even spell that damn word?
He can spell petroleum jelly. Anyway.
Oh my God.
He said he don't put petroleum jelly in his hair. He puts Crown Royal in his hair. Now you tell me. But anyway, let me push on here, Chris. I gotta push on. I got some people in the back, man. We ready to rock.
All right, man. E. Brown use hot curlers to try to get the finger waves in that bitch. Anyway.
Hey,
right, then, bro.
Hold on, man. What's that rapper name? Sugar. What's his name from the West Coast? He got the long nail. Sugar Free. If y'all don't know who Sugar Free is, do me a quick favor. I hate to tell y'all to leave my channel. Please go look up Sugar Free and come right back. That is E. Brown. That's the picture that's going up. That's E. Brown right there. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I'm out of here, man. Let me go ahead and push on.
All right, Coach.
All right, brother. Yes, sir. Real quick before I get to the next caller in the building, got to give some love right here to the $5 dono. $5 dono from Luxury Vacations. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. $5 right there, man. Luxury Vacation on all social media. Right there with the cheap ad. Hey, that's a sweet way to get ads in. I like that vacation. We're going to talk. I'm going to give a coach a vacation. Give me a coachcation. Anyway, I like it. It's all good. I appreciate you. Appreciate the $5. Thank you so much. All right. Next caller in the building. Uh-oh. Is it who I think it is?
Let's get the obvious stuff out of the way.
Hold on.
We're all here to do what we're all here to do. Because you didn't come here to make the choice. You've already made it. You're here to try to understand why you made it. I thought you'd have figured that out by now.
We have the Oracle in the building. Woo-wee! She about to crack your cranium and fertilize your brain, load your great matter Glock, and get you prepared for this opening season of week 1, that is, of football. Ms. Wilcox, the floor is yours.
Do you need to say something to me before I close my eyes?
I want to say I love you, Ms. Wilcox.
Mm-hmm. Let's get to it. Because number one, no matter what color they are, they treated Mario just like they're going to treat primetime. The NCAA don't like neither one. So you need to get your shit together about not being mad with this one and mad with that one. Love both of these teams because I told you, the zebra is out. The referee going to be the problem. Not primetime, not Mario. The NCAA just don't like you. And come to the secret, the nose fucked up. Yes, they did.
Ms. Wilcox.
You see, when I tell you, excuse me, I apologize, but I have to tell you, they screwed up. Like an 808. See, when you go to these colleges and put your name on there, your parents sign you into these schools and you don't get that stamp say I'm a NOLE. But there's other black HBCs gonna give you honorary because you helped them. See, when I'm going back to what I told y'all. The time don't lie.
That's right.
You put them on top and bring all that money to the nose. But did they say, we're going to make sure you get that degree?
Mm-hmm.
I told you, I come back to where I said that SOS to them, because number one, I'm trying to talk below the line for y'all to understand. If I want to cuss, it just comes out because, you know, I got a little secret over here. Sean Taylor is talking to me, and y'all can't hear him. I can't. And the wisdom when I'm giving you all, prime time is just like Miami now. You both gonna have to watch a referee. You're gonna have to take some and lose some and win some. But I told you, if he can make it to 66, that's what he needs to do.
Mm-hmm.
I predicted that day one. That's what he needs to do.
That's right.
Miami got to make 66 because that's what they got to do to be in a bowl game, to be off the chopping block, or they don't mess with your program, or they don't send no ship shit where they want to do, because the NCAA just don't like you.
What's happening?
The crime is them.
Yes, ma'am.
The crime is them. And I go back to the point what I'm saying. It's a fight to the finish line. It's not going to be easy because I told you the zebra is pointing with the stripes. The stripes is the referee. They're going to be paid to do some damage. And I ain't got nothing to hide. I'm just going to let you know, because guess what? You're going to be mad just like Miami went what? 5 and 7.
Mm-hmm.
They know how to drag you by the time. They know that count. And see, you got these other 3 teams saying, oh, we're going to be number 1. Because guess what? Geometry don't lie.
That's right.
They plotting these other 4 teams going to be already going to be in the natty. Because what? They cut Miami's throat. You took another black coach out to get what's already Miami.
Yes, ma'am.
He had to lose everything, and now he's a coach at the NOLE. And that's why they beat Miami. I told you. Randy Shannon beat you. Wake up and smell the smoke.
Yes.
That's what you needed. And they took it away from you. Because what? They put a step on his back to downgrade him, like he had all this going on with this boosters. Everybody been using boosters and giving these kids money.
Oh my God.
Let's not shit did it. Let's not hide it. Let's pronounce it. Face the facts.
Yes, ma'am.
When your mom and daddy signed your name, did they sign you that guaranteed degree? And I told you they're using you. Well, why not go to Miami? Because they said that's the first time you're going to get before you leave here.
Yes.
And it's honorary. I mean, what? You're in the top 10 schools, and they just don't like you. So prime time is what? Really, folks been going to Miami, not to NOLE.
Mm.
And I'm out. And I wish them well on the first game, but it is what it is. It's a fight like Miami. Don't have anything to do, because the lady had to ask him, because they already knew where he graduated from. So they pushing him against what they in that corner that he needs to come out of. But he's honorary from a black HBC school.
Yes, ma'am.
Do the North feel that bad? They should smell their stuff right now. And I'm out. Bye.
Bye, Miss Wilcox.
Bye.
Bye-bye. The Oracle has spoken. I tell y'all, for my newcomers here in the building, people that are new to the dark side, you do not understand. When the Oracle speaks, like the intro says, you already know the answer. You're trying to figure out why you have the answer. It's not going to hit you right away. You're going to be at work, and you're going to be writing whatever you do at your job, or hammering a nail, or whatever you do, or driving the trucks. I got a lot of truck drivers. You're going to be like, God almighty, I know what she's talking about. God bless you, Miss Wilcox. And she has spoken. Whew. Like I say too, all the new people here. That's the Oracle. And you better not say nothing bad about it. Because you will get your face slapped. Anybody else want some? Don't think I don't see y'all in the chat talking. I did have to smell myself because she said, smell yourself. So I was like, make sure I was good. I'm good. I'm Colorado fresh. All right, real quick, 6406 in the building. Call and talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from. Okay. We at the Playhouse.
What's going on, Coach? Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, man. What's up with you, baby? Talk to me. Who is this?
My bad. This Tony the Fire Boss. What's going on, Coach?
Tony, what's up with you, man? I seen you in the chat, but hey, a matter of fact, I see you talking about the Oracle, boy. She owns something, huh?
And listen, she definitely owns something. I'm trying to tell you. You know what's crazy? It's like I think people forget like how much money is involved in sports, and a lot of times we don't want to equate certain things to cheating or stuff looking lopsided. But if you even look at the landscape of college football and all these teams moving, it's all about money at the end of the day.
That's right.
Like, that's what it's all about. It's all about money. Teams are moving because they're getting larger deals. Then when you look at certain places, I have my son crying.
He good.
Let me see what's going on.
He good. He a little Kane.
Good.
He a little Kane.
I've tried, Coach. I've been preaching to you that eventually Prime is going to come to Miami. It's just a matter of time. Everything is being set up. It's just a matter of time before he get on up out of there and, do what he's supposed to do in Colorado, and he's gone. If you look at everything in the landscape of college football, Prime clearly has an issue with Florida State. That's prevalent. I don't know the specifics of what happened in that job interview. They offended him. They felt like he was good enough to play there, retire his jersey, but he wasn't good enough to coach. And maybe something in that process offended him. And he's expressing that feeling. But when you look at, Vegas, and you look at the money line to this TCU game, there's a reason Vegas did that. They don't do these things out of nowhere. The line is 20 and a half.
Right.
Vegas is not dumb. They know they had a pretty decent, transfer portal. They know they had a pretty decent freshman class that came in. This is not a bottom half team. This is a somewhat decent team. I ain't gonna go as far as say top 25 or anything like that. But this ain't I'm gonna get blown out by 20 and a half points. They did that, and if you look at most of the bets, 98% of the bets are on Colorado. That's on purpose. When you talk about the NCAA, Prime is a shaker. He's shaking up everything around them. They do not like that. They're gonna make an example out of him. The refs, the NCAA, Vegas, a lot of money is involved. A lot of examples have to be set because he is the shaker, and they have to set precedent. And it's not always about football. And I think people forget that. I think I heard Joe Klatt talking about it when Oklahoma played, I want to say it was TCU last year, and that was like 14-0 on penalties. And he's like, I've never heard of that, like 14-0 on penalties, partly because, Oklahoma is leaving the Big 12. You got Big 12 refs. Like, this stuff is not by mistake. I think it's he's really, really going to have his team very disciplined in this game. And even then, so I think it's still not going to matter. I think they're definitely going to make an example out of Coach Prime. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think that's ultimately going to stop him. I think he's going to do enough at CU in 3 years, and he's out. And I keep telling you, we're going to replay this back because I'll land pretty soon. I was correct on this, and a lot of people said I was silly when I said you better watch out for Carter Stoudemire, the other freshman cornerback that's going to end up starting over Kamani. And then what did Coach Prime say in his press conference? It's two guys that's heading for that second cornerback spot, either Marion Cooper from FSU and Carter Stoudemire. He says it's going to come down to whoever gets off the bus first. Like I'm a prophet when it comes to this. I'm feeling like the Oracle, her son or something right now. I'm telling you, he'll be a Kane head coach in about 3 years. Just mark my words, Coach.
That's going to be a lot of buyout. I ain't going to lie to you. In 3 years, Mario will be at year 5. We got to pay another 5-year buyout. Ooh, we're talking $30 million roughly, somewhere like that. But I will say this to your point. This is part of also what I'd like to say. You are going against the establishment. When you are a disruptor against the establishment, remember, their job is to always whip you in line to say, Don't you do that. But like you said, to set precedent. And the reason they have to do that, because once everybody starts, then it becomes a frenzy. Here's back to that point. You look at, I just watched the Johnny Manziel documentary last night. They knew what he was doing, gave him a half a game suspension. They knew what he was doing. Even when you look at anytime somebody's making money for an establishment, they're going to do what? I know it sounds like I'm contradicting myself, but trust me, I'm not, because I'll go back and say this. I always look at the track athletes, and I look at like the cyclers and stuff, Lance Armstrong, and you go look at Marion Jones and those in track. And I'm not, say I'm an expert in any of those fields, but they don't ever bust them wide open in the middle of the height of their career, do they? They always bust them. Oh, well, we tested you and we kept your P from 4 years ago, and we got new testing policies, and now you test positive. We're going to have to vacate all your stuff. But yet they done made all the money. Those people brought in all of that money for that sport. You ever notice that?
Exactly.
They don't ever bust them right in the middle of the height of their career. That's why I believe, and I hate to say this, and if I'm wrong, I'm so glad Usain Bolt jumped out when he did. Because if he'd have kept going and he would have got on the back end of his career, now we're gonna do what? We're gonna put a bunch of asterisks next to his name, but yeah, he done brought all this money to the sport and to the deal. But anyway, I got to push on. I got quite a few callers back here, but Tony the pod boss, don't be a stranger, man.
Most certainly appreciate you, Coach.
Anytime, buddy. All right, let me get to the next one. Yeah, there she go. Sheila from Colorado. Talk to me.
Hey, Coach.
How you doing?
I'm good, man. I just wanted to call in and talk about the Florida State stuff, because she was saying, the lady said, I'm Miami, you'll know, a hurricane or whatever, and you'll know. And his response, I think he thought it was where you graduated from, is why he replied the way he did. But at the same time, and I know you don't be online a lot looking at a lot of this stuff, but those Florida State fans, when he flipped Travis Hunter, they went in on him. When he flipped Travis Hunter, they went in on him and burning jerseys and just dogged him out. So why would he claim something that has been dogging him out since 2 years ago? And they kept talking about him and burning his jerseys and stuff. And yeah, if they cared about him so much as a NOLE, they could have gave him that head coaching job if he was that valuable to him. So I'm not buying any of that stuff. People have false and fake outrage about all kinds of stuff. And, it's just like some of the Jackson State folks mad with Tyler Brown because he said they didn't have the resources that he needed at Jackson for his mental health stuff. All these people are going crazy about stuff for a school and not even thinking about people. I'm just so over it with these people, man.
Fanatics, man. That's why Sheila, and I do it in fun, but there is some truth behind why I call it. And it's not just this Colorado. It's all school. I call it the Colorado cult. And I do it because they're not even being reasonable at some point. Like Tyler Brown, I saw that thing where his mom was paying for, I guess it was a psychiatrist or psychologist or whatever the treatment he needed. And these schools should be paying for that, but Jackson State just didn't have the resources, like he said, because some of these HBCUs don't have those kinds of resources like these major colleges. And that's so unfortunate. Now they could have made, they could have done something, but anyhow, that's that. I will say this piece about Florida State hiring Deion Sanders. I have to be very honest with you. If I was on the board of trustees or I was the athletic director myself, and I know this is going to sound crazy, but if I was the board of trustees or the athletic director at Florida State, I don't think I could have hired Coach Prime either without experience.
It's okay.
Right. But hear what I'm saying. Remember, wasn't coming from Jackson State. He was coming from high school. So you're right. So what I'm saying is, You're talking about a brand like Florida State. And is it worth the gamble? Yes, Coach Prime was an excellent player. And yes, Coach Prime was a great motivator and all of that great stuff. Yes, he did well in high school and coaching his sons and all of that stuff. But I tell people all this, just because you were the valedictorian doesn't mean you could be the principal. You understand? Like, just because you were the magna cum laude doesn't mean you could be president of the university. That doesn't mean you can't be. But just because I graduate number one in my class, I don't go straight in and become the president. I got to take some experience in that when you run something as large as Florida State. And I will say this to Coach Prime about the burning of the jerseys. That's fanatics. That's fanatic. Now, if something happened on the back end with administrators and upper brass, then I'm all for it. I'm all for it. But yeah, I get where you're coming from.
Well, but what I'm saying though is that it's not the administrators and all of that stuff that's in a tizzy now, because he didn't even disown Florida State. He just said, where did I graduate from? He didn't say I'm not a NOLE. I never been to Florida State, or he didn't disparage Florida State in any way. He just said I graduated from an HBCU.
Yeah, but
that's it.
Yeah, but come on, Sheila. He never said he was a NOLE. The dude, he hurt him. Now I ain't gonna lie, he hurt him. He hit him he punched him in the gut. The old school, in the playground, gave him a gut punch, man. Because when the lady said a no, he said, "Whoa, hold up now. I thought it was where you graduated from." Like,
exactly.
That's tough, right there, Sheila. You can't tell me that ain't tough, Sheila.
Well, but it's tough for all these, as he was saying in his speech the other day to the kids that were sensitive about being put on the scout team and all that stuff and all in their feelings. He was like, I think they all these people are Ralph Tresvant kind of people. They're sensitive about anything and everything about a school. It's not like he talked about their mama, talked about their dad or their children or nothing. This is about a school. I'm like Allen Iverson. Practice? A school? And you going all in and going crazy about something like that? Give me a break.
I totally agree. Like, I'm not burning a jersey because somebody, we're talking sports here, man. But again, they have, some people have disposable income and they feel like they could do that. But some people also want to get their 15 minutes of fame of being on social media around here spreading a doggone lighter fluid on the jersey just to say they got 100 million views or whatever the case may be. But that's what it is. But I'm super excited. Yeah. We're going to find out Saturday. Yes, they should be in the Lone Star State by now. And I can't wait to see a good game. I really can't wait.
Me too. And then we can stop all the pontificating and we'll know for sure where they're going, at least what potential they have for this year.
Got you. All right. I'm loving it. Appreciate you so much. Thank you so much.
Bye
now. All right, real quick, I want to give Gregory Davis for the $2. Thank you so much. Picking on my baby. Mike Lowry, I see you back there. I'm coming to you. Give me 1 second. Guys, call on in 862-799-9956. Call on in. Well, I gotta take a sniff of this great coffee I got over here. Mike Lowry, you hung up on me. That insane Ibis right there. Y'all jump on this in the chat. Oh, let me take a sniff of this brazen. Whew. That brazen buffalo, baby. Huh? After a long night of that cane juice / Colorado concoction, that thing wake you up. Coach Hayes in your cup. Anyway, they hung up on me. You guys call on in. Big game tonight. Anyway, real quick, Hurricane grind mode. Coach, how do I become a member? I'm clicking more, but blank screen pops up. If you're using an iPhone and you want to become a member, do me a quick favor, Ellen. I know you put it in the chat somewhere, but it's gone for me. If you're using an iPhone and you probably have an iPhone Hurricane grind mode, for some reason, iPhones and the YouTube app does not allow you to become a member. You have to go through your Safari browser and sign in that way, and it works perfectly. For whatever reason, it doesn't work with the iPhone and the YouTube app. So to all them people out there with the my phones, the Androids, that's what I'm talking about. So that's how you become. Anyway, we're going to have a lot of fun too, man. Culpeper, fail State University versus loser State University right here in Orlando coming up. Culpeper, what's up with you, baby? Call in. Let's talk a little trash, dog. I missed you, man. I ain't seen you in a while. Matter of fact, yeah, we got a reunion coming up this Saturday, don't we? But I ain't going to be there. And real quick to answer some people's question. No, I won't be at the Miami, Ohio game. I got to stop myself as Miami, Ohio. God, dog, that junk be stinking. I'll be at the Texas A&M, and the coach going to have that cane juice out there, too. Y'all going to get the first time you get to taste that cane juice. Mike Lowry in the building. What's up with you, baby? Talk to me.
What's good, buddy?
Man, I just want to know. I got one question for you.
You want to know where I can get the milk and cookies?
You got that brown sugar, huh, Mike Lowry? I want to put some in my Brazen Buffalo coffee right there, Mike Lowry. Huh? Talk to me. What's up?
You need to eat you some brazen bison. You ever had bison meat?
They say Steak and Shake sells bison meat. That's what they said. They said Steak and Shake sells bison meat. I don't know how true that is. Maybe it was a rumor from years ago. But Steak and Shake sells bison meat.
I used to be a cook. I used to be a cook probably about 4 years ago at a well-known man named Ted Turner's that got a little restaurant called Ted's Montana. And I never tasted bison meat before in my life, buffalo in my life. And when I ate it, man, it's way better than what we ever been eating, man. Bison steaks, bison everything. It's just totally better lean meat, just tastes good. You know, you been talking about the concoction. That's why I'm just piggybacking off of your brazen bison. You know, just cooking those burgers 4 years ago, man, it just gave me an idea of what it's going to be like when Colorado get back in the prominence of football, basketball, because you got to remember, Big Shot Village came from Colorado when they used to be in the NCAA, and they used to be, you know, terrorizing stuff. And they're like, you know, a lot of people be talking and they be, you know, think they know what's going on. Deion just said he's committed Colorado to bring back their baseball team. Do you not know they don't have a baseball team? You know, yeah, he want to coach his kids, and he want to coach his kids all the way up through. And I think, you know, him being from Florida, because I'm from Florida, and when I went to the West Coast and I enjoyed myself over there for 4.5 years, I've never seen mountains. You get lost over there. You know, a lot of people talking about, you know, with the Undisputed talking about, will he ever coach in the NFL? No, he already said he ain't going to coach in the NFL because they don't want it as much as they wanted when they're in college. You know what I'm saying? So, really, I think he's going to stay on the college level. You know, I know that everybody's mad that he don't want to bring up Florida State. I'm from Florida. My family's from Perry, Florida, Quincy, Florida, Tallahassee area. I never liked the Tallahassee because for the simple fact, you know, I'm part Indian, and you take our whole state from us, our whole field, all our land from us, and then you want to name a school out to call it Florida State, and then have them looking like Indians. And them ain't real looking Indians. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And so there's a lot that goes on with you know, when, you know, a lot of people don't listen to how spiritual, you know, Prime is. He talk about a lot of spiritual things, about how he went through a lot of things that give him his mindset, his confidence. And when he be talking, he be really be talking. Yeah, them players might not be big enough for what TCU got going on, because I watch the videos and I look at the videos, and TCU look real big right now. Just like Miami used to look about 4 or 5 years. They used to look real small, but Miami looking past the eye test. But I don't think that Prime was giving all them players that confidence and all the things that he be doing with all this motivational work that he be doing. I don't think those kids going to go out there and lay a goose egg. Yeah, it's going to be the first game. Yeah, they're going to be in TCU. But Prime from Dallas. He's been living in Dallas for about 30 years. He never came back to Florida. He just started popping back in Florida. When they talk about all them people, is he a NOLE and he is this, when he was young, and I remember this when I was a kid, they all used to come to Fort Myers and they used to put on charity events. But Deion got caught one day fishing. He got caught fishing in one of those airport lake ponds, and they told him he had just bought his mama a house over there, and he thought he can run the little area because he had a house out there in Gateway. And them people told him he couldn't be out there, and he couldn't be fishing on his phone. That's why he always talking about he buying my house with a lake. Prime take a lot of things personal. You know, when people do stuff to him, he take a lot of things personal. He don't, like you say, he keeping a memory note. He keeping a receipt. Like when he talk, he really talk. Like he gets the job done. Yeah, he talks a lot. But like Muhammad Ali talked a lot, but those guys backed it up. Jordan talked a lot. A lot of people don't understand how Jordan talked, but when he lined out that last dance, the way he used to talk to his players and competing with them in athletic arena, and also when they was traveling, he looked down on people because he knew what he had. He knew what he put in. He knew the kind of work it takes to get to this type of level.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't get Mike Lowry because I'm Mike Lowry. Somebody made me that. I had to put in work.
Hey, and I'll say this in conclusion to this point. I got to call in the back. You're 100% right. And a lot of people have to understand this. When you reach the pinnacle of whatever you're doing, when you have been named the best of whatever, whether you're the best basketball player, the best football player, the best businessman, the best news anchor, the best this, believe this or not, you have a certain mindset. And most people who have that mindset, that's what they have in common. Right? Some people wear it on their sleeve a little bit. Some people wear it on their sleeve a little bit more than others, right? I used to hear stories about, I have somebody in my family that was close to the Oprah camp. And they talk about Oprah Winfrey, the kind of person she is. She's shrewd businesswoman. But on camera, she's giving out toasters and free trips. You get a car, you get a car. But when that camera go off, she busting heads. Because it will hurt her image. Right. So what I'm saying all that to say.
It was just ratings. That's all it was.
But regardless of that, what I'm saying is for her to get where she got, and for Warren Buffett and for Bob Johnson and for any of these people, they're not nice guys. I'm not saying they don't do nice things, but they have to be able to separate business from personal, and they have to have a certain mentality. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. That's why you fall into that 1% category, because the other 99 just don't get it. I hate to say that. And that's the reality of it. The other 99% don't understand, how does that 1% get up there? Because they're willing to cut throats and they become the best. You talk about Kobe. No, you don't hear Kobe going out nowhere. You don't hear Kobe going, like, you know what I'm saying? You didn't hear, you started here. You don't hear nothing about LeBron. You don't hear this. It's a lot of good players. But the ones at the very top of their game, a little different. But I got to push on. Go ahead.
So another thing I want to talk about is, before you push on real quick, is that he never got his degree. Like, a lot of these things that people put in front of him, well, it's such and such, he wanted more at Auburn. But when you don't finish your degree, you can't take the next step in the coaching. Like,
you got to have a degree.
So with him never finishing at Florida State, and then him trying to get back into coaching and then be like, okay, well, we need you to do this and do that. He didn't have all his I's dotted and his T's dotted. So he got to be bitter at himself sometimes, because he didn't have his degree to go into coaching. You know what I mean? Like, if he knew he wanted to coach, which he did knew he wanted to coach, because he made a big old deal about having his kids and being a father in his life, to them kids, he knew he wanted to coach. So when he say, well, okay, I ain't from the NOLE no more, I'm from such and such, he knew what he was doing, because he knew how they did him on the back scene when he was trying to get in with coaching. Just like USF and any other school that probably reached out to him and figured out that he didn't have all his I's dotted and his T's crossed, That's just something that he probably wanted to make a plug on. Like, look at me now. Y'all ain't want me coaching. Y'all want to have all these position coaches, like his homeboy, Corey Fuller. Corey Fuller is a position coach. You think he ain't no leader? You ever check this Instagram?
Yeah, I see him all the time. I know who he is.
That he be putting out every day.
Got you. I got to run, Mike, because I got people calling back here. But listen, you're 100% right. To CW,
I just want to say one more thing, Coach, before you go and let me go. Florida's a racist state, Coach. Especially where I come from. We the last city to segregate. One of the last cities in Florida to segregate, or if it's Fort Myers, Florida. And so I just want to tell you, man, a lot of stuff get rubbed the wrong way. So when you got somebody like Colorado, which is a liberal area that's going to let you do what you want to do, like y'all talked about like a couple days ago, how, you know, I think that if an NFL team give him an opportunity to run a program, he would do it, but I don't think he would. I just want to just piggyback on it, man. I love what you're doing, Coach. I'm always going to call in and holler at you. Thank you for giving me my time, man. You know, I've been coaching these kids, so I ain't really, you know, been able to call you and holler at you, man, because, you know, we're in our season right now.
Got you. All right, baby. I appreciate you, dog. Thank you so much.
All right.
Thanks, man. All right, that Mike Lowry. He got the brown sugar. My name Marcus. We bad boys for life. That's what it's all about. Real quick, I'm coming to you 4726. Tony the Pod Boss, a degree doesn't ensure you're a good coach. It's a dumb rule to become a head coach. It's a way to keep certain people out. I agree, but you have to remember you are an instructor on a college campus. So that's why it is. I want people to understand that. You are instructing college students. So therefore, that's why you have to have a degree. That's the whole purpose behind it. They don't care what your degree is in. You know, you want to get a degree in sidewalk management, then so be it. But you do have to have a degree, a bachelor's. Some people require a master's degree, but at least a bachelor's. And to Mike Lowry's point was, if you know you want to do that, then you got to come in. Again, there's certain things that may not fly at that level. Florida State brings you in, then you go to some smaller university to get your degree real quick. You know, you have to remember it's a bigger stage. There's a lot more people shooting at you. Jackson State, and I'm only speculating, Jackson State, they could go to Talladega and be like, hey, man, we need this. And, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you think if y'all think Coach Prime was sitting over there writing papers, and I'm not disputing it, I get it, Coach. I shout out to you. Make it happen. If y'all think Coach Prime out there writing papers, this man that came to the opening at Jackson State with the doggone Coming to America. Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Hey guys, I gotta go ahead and write this paper right quick. Man, y'all out y'all mind. Y'all cut it out. Anyway, he just hung up. I'll just get to the next caller. Just get to the next caller. Coach Hayes is the GOAT. You need to go to Hollywood. Bruh, I'm sorry. That's why I can't play poker. My face tell the whole story. My face tell the whole story. So anyway, whoever that last caller was, if you call right back in, you're more than welcome. We about to get off here in a minute because I'm gonna be in the back watching this Florida, Utah, watching my fantasy. I ain't playing. Butterfly 88, Coach, you hilarious. Hey man, if y'all really think Coach Prime walked up there with Tracy Edmonds, and man got JSU on the inside of the suit and all this stuff, and he in the back of they done drove a doggone Suburban in the arena, and he back there writing his dissertation. Y'all out your doggone mind. If that's the case, I got some exclusive real estate in the middle of the Everglades. Prime real estate for you. You get it? Prime real estate. I'm here all week, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, I don't know who that last caller was. They came, they left, and they were gonna get. I thought it was my man Culpepper, man. Mike Lowry done talk the man off. Hey, I know them kids, but you know how you got to get on one knee at the end of practice, and they be listening to Mike Lowry talk, and they be like, Coach Lowry, that knee start hurting, and you try to switch side. Coach be like, stop moving. Like, sorry. That knee pad ain't down on your knee. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Like kneeling down on rice. 6406, call him back in, call and talk to us, give us your name, where you call it from.
What's going on, Coach? It's Tony the Power Boss again here.
What's up with you, baby?
So I had another question for you. What do you think is a more realistic score for this game when they play TCU? Because I hear all this crap about how small Colorado is, but people forget that, like, Coach Prime built this team like that way on purpose. He understood he's in the Pac-12. It's going to be a lot of tempo. He wants to build a team outside in versus inside out. And And Coach Sal, the defensive line coach, he came from Alabama. He knows what big guys look like. But at the same time, they put an emphasis on speed and explosiveness. They got guys that are 300, 295, around that area. They're just not over 300. But their biggest thing was explosive players that can stay on the field. So with all that being said, what do you think is a realistic score for this game coming up?
I'm not telling you till Saturday when the pregame show. Got it.
Oh, man.
Hey, we just talking the talk. I got a pregame show coming up where we do predictions. We're going to do the post game. We're going to watch the game for all my members out there. We're going to watch the game together. We're going to eat some digital wings. I got that special sauce. I call it Gigabyte. Ooh, I got that Gigabyte sauce for the digital wings out there, man. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be partying, playing music, have a good time, enjoying the show. But I'm going to do a pregame show, postgame show, and all of that kind of stuff, and we'll definitely talk about it. Well, you like that? The Gigabyte sauce.
Okay.
Come on, Tony, check me out, man. Y'all better stay off me.
Coach.
Okay, talk to me.
Let me ask you this. What do you think? Do you think in the trenches that's a real concern?
Definitely.
What type of concerns do you have, if any, in regards to the game without talking about predictions and all of that?
Well, I'll say this, and I can talk about it a little bit. Yeah, I do think there's a concern, right? Here's where the difference lies. It's about run fit, right? Not to get overly coachy in this deal. But you're accustomed to, when you're in those camps, and again, remember, these players haven't even played against each other for a long time. But these guys came in after the spring game, did walkthroughs and stuff in the summer. Now they went through camp like everybody else. But the run fits, in my opinion, in this game, and I'll talk about this tomorrow as well, the run fits will be a determining factor in the run game for Colorado. What do I mean? How do all players fit in the 8-man gap scheme when it comes to that? Are we overrunning plays where the cutback lane is going to be there? See, one thing about playing great defense, you have to know subconsciously that guy's going to be right here. This guy's going to be on my inside. I'm here. Like everybody, believe it or not, people, when they look at football and they look at defense, yes, it is running to the football. But the biggest question is how you run to the football is huge. How you get to the football. And that's why you see big plays, because somebody messed up on their approach to the tackle. And that's how big plays happen. It's not the fact people not running to the ball. It's how they're running to the ball becomes an issue. Hopefully that answers your question.
Definitely did, Coach. Appreciate you.
Anytime, man. All right, real quick, I do want to say this. The link is actually in the description, guys. Y'all got to go read the description for the join the member. Y'all tell my code, put the link. It's in the description. I went on my phone and clicked it myself, and it took me right to the page. The video pops up and everything. So I don't know why it's not working, but guys got to go check it out. All right. Appreciate that, man. Tony Paul Boss calling back in. Anybody else want to call in? Because if not, we could definitely wrap this up. Had almost 100, 200 people over in the chat. I appreciate it. We're definitely going to be running this thing up here tomorrow. We will do a pregame show for the Hurricane, for the Miami versus the Red Roosters game. Slap those cats. You understand me? As well as Saturday, we'll be up early having a good old time, man. And so, like I said, if you are being a member, or have just become a member, check the community tab for the secret links, all right, to the back room, to the champagne room. If you understand. And I'm opening it up this week only. I'm opening it up to all members, right? Even my player members, right? Because it's player, coaches, and coordinators. Even the player members going to get it as well. So if you're a player member, come on in, check it out. We have a lot of fun. It's going to be crazy. We're going to have a lot of fun. Let me see who else am I missing. A little roll call. All right, here we go. Oh, J. Dot says, I guess Colorado beat TCU and Nebraska, they will be ranked before the USC game. Okay. I don't think so. I'll be honest. I don't think so. Tanisha Barton in the building. My life is a little crazy right now. I'm doing my best. Hey, as long as you're doing your best, that's all it takes. That's all it takes. All right. I got my man. There we go. We got the Blue Wrench in the building. Reggie, talk to us, baby.
Coach, what's going on, brother?
Man, I'm waiting for them Bulldogs to get neutered. That's all I'm waiting on. He calling here with that. Matter of fact, let me slap your face just because you are a Georgia fan. Yeah, crap out of here.
That's right. It's the dog father. That's right. It's the dog father.
Oh, God. Bow, wow, wow, yippee, yippee.
Came just to come in. That's right, man. It's time to defend the title, man. Starting this weekend, time to defend the title.
I love it.
For all you fans out there in the chat with your team's hopes and dreams, you got to come see us.
Oh God, y'all ain't playing nobody. I hate to be that guy, but I am. And I picked the defense up on the fantasy. Appreciate y'all.
I call it smart scheduling.
I do too, brother. I ain't lying to you.
We schedule big time games every season, so it's about time we sit back and take it easy, doing it Bama style. You know, no, excuse me, we're gonna do it Clemson style. You know, have a game here and there, just ease into the playoffs.
That's it, man. So talk to me, man. What's up with you?
Not much, man. Just been chilling in the chat. You know, seeing what's what. Looking forward to the game tonight.
Can't wait.
Who you got tonight?
Florida? I got Utah, man. Hate Florida.
You know, Cam Robinson is not playing, so you still got the use.
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay,
like I got love for. I have to be honest. I got love for some of the kids on the team. You know, I get it, but
right
as overall, just yeah.
Can't do it. Can't bring yourself to root for the Gators. I get it.
It's not that. It's like It's like Miami fans. We don't like Florida State and we hate Florida. Like we don't really like Florida State, but
man, I'm looking.
But we respect them because they play
at
us.
ESPN, man.
I
didn't realize the games had kicked off. I didn't realize games had kicked off already. Wake Forest is already up 7-0 on Elon. Is that Elon?
Yeah, somebody else played at 7:30.
Already up on Kent.
Yeah.
UCF. UCF is already up 14-0 on Kent State.
Mm-hmm.
Georgia State is up. Yeah, man, it's on.
Oh, it's on, baby. It's on. Just tonight's gonna be the big game. You know, some of the bigger names.
Yeah, I didn't realize Nebraska played tonight too. That's pretty okay.
Yeah, Nebraska playing.
Florida, Utah was like the main event.
It is so far as the kind of schools, right? But yeah, there's some other game. But I'm about to get up off of here, man. I'm finna go get these the digital wings and put this gigabyte sauce on them and the megabyte sauce. The megabyte is a little lighter than the gigabyte sauce, and we're gonna make it happen, man. But Reggie is always talk to me quick. I got somebody in the back there.
So this season, are you going to be giving us like a overview of like the weekend, the fantasy league? Like, give us an overview of who lost to who, upsets, you know?
Yeah,
calls like that. You okay?
Yeah, I'll put it on the
think
chat.
That's something the chat will enjoy.
Yeah, I'll put it on the chat. I mean, matter of fact, I can do it right now if you want. Week 1, Coach Hayes gonna win. Week 2, Coach Hayes gonna win. Week 3, Coach Hayes gonna win. Coach 4, Coach Hayes gonna win. Coach 5, week 5. Matter of fact, even on my bye week, I won that.
I feel you.
I'm just teasing, man. But I'll be having a good time. Matter of fact, I got the running back. I got a running back from Utah tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Yeah, I'm interested, man. This is what's when a lot of people got a lot of bread on the line this weekend. Game 1.
Can I be honest? I didn't really want to put this out here, but there's 2 people I'm looking for. 2 people.
I already put out the Amber Alert for you. Came back with nothing.
It's 2 people. It's 2 people I'm looking for. I'm looking for Mr. CEO, and I'm looking for Carpet Tech. And they've been
at Publix early. I saw their faces on the milk carton.
They ain't been around. That's all I'm saying. Hold up. Yeah. We got to clap it up right quick. We got to clap it up. Get that out of here. Jeremy Mosley done became a member. Y'all do me a favor. Y'all clap it up for Jeremy Mosley in the building. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Jeremy Mosley in the building. I'm kicking some bandwidth right now.
Look at Susie. Look at Susie. Look at Susie put her line up out there.
Yeah. Susie finna get put to sleep. But anyway, let me go in and get off because I'm about to
put this out here, Coach. I'm gonna put this out here, Coach. If you lose to Susie this season,
bro, the fact that you just said that,
you know you're not gonna hear the end of it.
Matter of fact,
man, you come right out of a comic book.
Yeah, crap out of here. Reggie, you know I love you as always, man. But let me go to the nuts.
Get it right.
Yes,
right. Get it right. I'll come out of one of the best-selling comic books. Get it right.
What, Peanuts? Go, man.
Coach,
all right,
easy,
brother.
Man.
All right. Here we go.
All right. Peace.
Some people in this world, some people want it all. I don't want nothing at all. You ain't know I can sing, huh?
I did not. Hi, can you hear me? I'm in my car.
I can hear you loud and clear, but before I get to you, you know I got to get these members some love. Man, Miss Diva, God dog it, they moving so fast in the chat. Miss Diva just became a member in the building. Got to clap it up for man, that's awesome. So Miss Diva became a member. Butterfly 88. Talk to me.
Hi, Coach. What did I miss? I put that in the chat. I just got out of my workout not too long ago.
Oh, the yoga that E. Brown was talking about?
No, today was like personal training. So no yoga today. I'm in the car.
Okay. So anyway, yeah. Daryl Pace said I just lost 10 members with that singing. Come on, man. I was trying to do my piano thing, man. Y'all, nothing at all without you, baby. Come on, man. But anyway, you a hater, DP. But anyway, what's your thoughts here? Because you know I'm doing the game, the pregame, not tomorrow, but Saturday. So I don't really want to get into predictions and all. But do you think, because the chat has said 67% says yes, that Colorado will cover the 20.5 point spread. Do you think Colorado covers that or wins?
Yes, I'm a part of that vote.
Okay.
I say yes.
All right.
I say yes. I just, be time, as you know. So I just said yes.
All right, I'm all for it. What have you been hearing about this? They've been talking about these sunglasses. I don't know. The sunglasses, they're coming out with sunglasses. I guess when they do a walkthrough, I heard about it, but I'm lost.
That's new on me, but I mean, I have on sunglasses now, so what?
I don't know how that works. Yes, I don't know how that works. Are they Ray-Bans, Gucci?
But I just wanted. Well, that's a good question. I wonder what they will be. You need some sunglasses.
Hold on, I got some. Are they BPs? Are they Shell stations? Are they? We ain't no. There's no judgment zone.
You got the bougie gas stations. You're doing your tier 1 stations. Those are tier 1 stations you just named.
Racetrack, the racetrack.
That's a tier 2. That's a tier 2.
Okay, I'm loving. You got to spin the little thing around, be like, oh, these look nice. Even though about 3,000 people had them on, and your nose break out and your eyes get swollen. But anyway, yeah, people don't know about that. people don't be.
I don't.
Hey, people don't think about that though when they try that stuff. People don't think about that.
No, that's true. Like overseas and you buy clothes, especially like in Thailand and stuff, you need to wash them. You should be doing that anyway, but definitely wash them before you put on.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
heard things about
Hey,
people doing that.
them ladies being there. What's that thing called that they buy the I want to say Pandora. That's not what it's called. What the store everybody be buying clothes from the ladies. Fashion Nova. You getting them Fashion Nova
Mhm.
clothes. Uh-huh.
Well, yeah. I mean, I like Fashion over here and there, like for joggers, but neither here or there. I just wanted to keep you on longer.
I see, and it's working. It's working. Coach is on here with Butterfly 88 as she pontificates, hesitates, filibusters her way as I'm about to miss the game because I got 22 minutes.
No, I don't want you to miss your game. I'm about to go in because I got to get my smoothie from Kill Me Crazy before they close. So I just wanted to say hello on Thursday, and then you help me not get mad at the people on the road out here.
I appreciate it. There you go. Stay focused. Both hands on the wheel, till in two. Make sure you turn on your blinker 100 feet before you make your turn, and you'll be straight.
You talking to a race car driver?
Can I ask you a question? You
No,
sound
like,
you sound
I'm
like
serious
you
when I
sound
say
like
that.
you're about 5'2", 5'3". How tall are you?
I am 5'4". I round. I'm 5'3.5", but I'm 5'4". Can I say 5'4", right? I can say 5'4", right?
You say what I mean. I don't know what you look like, so yeah, you're more than welcome. Sure. And you're a race car driver. Here's the question.
Yes.
Here's
I'm
the question.
so excited. I got my certification like earlier this year for one of the classes I took on the track.
You talking about that insurance class when they make you go take the classes so you don't get points on your license?
No, but I've done that one too, Coach. No, I'm talking about a performance driving class where I learned how to do my donuts. I did my autocross. I was out there, Coach.
You for real? You for real about this?
Yeah, no, I'm dead serious. So I'm gonna do the master class next year. I think it's just Lexus. They do all day classes, and so I did the all day performance driving school earlier this year. I was like the only little chocolate chip out there when I did it.
Did you say?
I was out there around like mainly white men.
Hold on. Did you just say you the only little chocolate chip out there?
Yeah.
So hold on.
I was.
So who inspired you to go be a race car driver? Because I always wondered. There are certain sports, and here's what I'm gonna say. I know I'm on a rant, and I got a few minutes. But I've always, like, you know how you go to a sports bar or whatever, and you look up at the TVs, and I'm starting to see more and more, and I don't want to call them ridiculous because I don't want to be that guy, but I'm starting to see more and more non-high school sports, I guess is the right way to say it, right? Racing has been around forever. But like I'm starting to see like speed walking. I'm starting to see like these CrossFit decathlon type thing. So I go back to say, how do you get into car racing? Like, you know, with most sports with a ball, it starts in high school, right? Or little league, like baseball, basketball, football, soccer, hockey. How do you get into NASCAR racing? Like, so I don't know, not saying you NASCAR, but what made you say I'm gonna go get my racing license?
Well, the certification I got for that particular class. No, when I talked to the guys that are actual race car drivers that were teaching me, they said actually you can start as early as 5 years old. So the little kids that be in the like little go-karts on the track, they have that for them. I think it's just us being educated and knowing that's available out there. But 5 years old, people can start racing.
But what made you go do it? That's my question. Like, what made you say?
Oh, my uncle in Mississippi, out in Mississippi, he used to always drive fast with me in his truck on the dirt roads. And I used to always be like, oh, I want to drive like Uncle Dan. I want to drive like Uncle Dan. And then when I got older, I was like, I'm always in the city. You can't let your car loose in the city. It's a lot of cars. So I was like, I want to go and I want to learn how to like actually do it. Like learn like safety type things, thinking faster. So that's what made me want to do it. And it's like a adrenaline release for me to like be out there and do it. Not like when I'm on 285 and you gotta all these people that don't know how to drive. So I like to actually go to the track. And if I can't get to the track, I'll go to Andretti and, you know, do some laps there to just have fun.
So the question is, the chat, I don't know if they're asking or not, but I got a question.
No, Ray is talking about wait. Is she racing against kids?
No, but I want to ask this question because you clearly are driving, reading the chat, and talking to me. So right there, you are dangerous.
No, I am in the parking lot for where I'm going to go get my smoothie now, Coach.
Okay, here's my last question. I got two actually. Do you have to take your own car when you go get certified?
No, I got to drive different ones. I think it was like I did the RC, the Lexus RC for the donuts. I have a IS, Lexus IS. So we did the Lexus IS 500, which is the V8 engine for our autocross. And then out on the track, I think it was, I forgot which one it was, but that was that one that's like 100,000 on the track. So you do different ones.
100,000?
Their own cars.
What do you mean 100,000?
Mm-hmm. With a model.
I'm so lost. I have no idea what's going on right now. All I can say is, listen, y'all clap it up for the little chocolate chip out there racing her cars. Y'all clap it up for the chocolate chip racing her cars. And Miss Tanisha Barton says, my girl Butterfly, tell her I said hello. Well, ladies, y'all ain't going to take over this show. Y'all do it again. Oh, I lost the show.
Did she already call in, Coach?
No, she did not call in.
Oh.
And that's why I'm trying to hurry up and take the number down. Anyway, listen, Butterfly, don't be a stranger because I got to run. I got one more call, and I think this is my dog back here from back in the days. But listen, you be safe out there. Put 2 seatbelts on. You say you're 5'4", so I don't know if you got your booster seat or whatever you got to have to be safe. Get that on.
That 5'4", it's not that short, first of all, Coach. I played volleyball, even though I was a setter. But I was actually the captain because I was the hardest working one. And I would look up to all the girls and say, y'all need to hustle. And I would be like fussing, looking up to them.
That's how you doing them? Y'all better hustle right now. Y'all better hustle.
Like right now.
Okay.
Know?
I'm so confused. But
no,
Butterfly,
not,
I see what you're doing. You trying to hold me on here so I can miss. I know what you know what? Butterfly, you think you slick. Hold up. Butterfly, I know Susie Pink sent you. She's trying to get me distracted so I can't change my fantasy. See, y'all thought I ain't know the game. Yeah. Last time Tanisha was on here, got me distracted, and I missed something. You coming on here talking, Coach, I race cars, and I'm like lost. And
you just say racing, and that's how your car got messed up or something on the last show. You were doing some kind of driving, right?
High school, yeah, I was tripping. Me and my dog Larry. Big shout out to Larry.
So you should do it in a safe environment. You should join like the class 2 coach.
That's a negative. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'd rather arrive alive. Click it a ticket. That's me. That's me right now. I've never been on a motorcycle in my life. Never been on a motorcycle or dirt bike in my life. A scooter. I've been on a scooter, but never been on a motorcycle ever in my life. I seen too many pink backs in my life. I'm good.
All right.
I got to run.
Talking about the cane juice, Coach.
It's biting right now too. And I see Daryl Page. I saw that comment, Daryl Page. You better stop it. Because once they grin, I'm in, game begins. Anyway, I'm rolling, man.
Oh, Lord.
I just be talking.
Okay, bye, Coach. Have a great night.
All right. Talk to y'all tomorrow. Don't hesitate tomorrow. Call in pregame show.
Okay, bye.
All right. Bye. Did she say bye? I'm loving it. All right. Last call of the night. I'm locking the show. Call to talk to us.
Has been locked.
Call to talk to us. Give us your name. Where you calling from? Oh, he hung up. How you hang up? Oh, God. Butterfly said, bye. Hey, chocolate chip out there. Well, if that wasn't innocent, hey, some of the stuff. Oh, the last caller hung up, man. What happened? And I think that's my dog, man. I really do. But I got to get off of here. I got to get off because I got things to take care of, man. Oh, I got all type of stuff clinking. Anyway, that's hilarious. Anyway, with all that being said, I appreciate everybody that came on here. Don't hesitate. For all of the new members that came on, guys, thank y'all so much. I'm telling you, we're gonna have a lot of fun, a lot of good times. I'm actually, as I'm watching this game, the only reason I didn't televise it or put it in the secret room because I got so much to do to get ready for the YouTube takeover. That's the 8-hour show on September 7th. Man, like I told you, Coach got products, man. We got coffee up in this joint. You know, that's what I'm saying. Go right there. The link is in the description. We got all this stuff. My coffee drinkers out there. Go out there, man. We got the Brazen Buffalo, the Insane Ibis, all of that good stuff. Go check it out. Man, Cane Juice gonna be on deck at the pregame, at the tailgate. Come against Texas A&M. Man, we got little Timmy shirts. We got it all, baby. Like Master P say, product over talent. That's what it's all about. So with all that being said, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. Everybody that came by. Peace, love, and hair grease. Shout out to TCU and Colorado for that game because everybody going to be watching it. And I'll definitely be there, and we're going to have a good time. Peace, love, and hair grease. Ellen just put the membership link right there for you guys. So go check that out. Appreciate it. And Coach catch you at the 50-yard line. Peace. Somebody pass me my Colorado concoction. How the hell do I get in the race car driving? God dog it.